Hey y'all, I'm Deborah. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is the update for the Movie Madness Project Pan. This is sponsored by the Pantastic Ladies Collab Facebook group where we give each other a lot of encouragement with our wherever you are in your panning journey. Encourage each other to be responsible with what we have, to use up and enjoy the makeup and products in our collections. If you're interested, the link down below will get you to the Facebook group and see all the fun things that we're doing. So this project is called Movie Madness, and for this project we're panning items related to a movie of our choice. My items are all related to different movies in the film noir genre. So I love old movies, I love stories, I love mysteries, I love adventures. Laughingly, my family knows that there has to be a certain number of gunshots and car chases per hour for me to enjoy the movie. So I'm really enjoying this project. So with that said, let's get on it. All right, so I have some rolling out, I have some rolling in. I have some that I'm really excited about and I can't wait. The first movie in the list is The Postman Always Rings Twice. And I recently rewatched this one. It was so good. So I've got, for that one, I had brought in something that had been in a project previously. And I had brought in the Hourglass highlighter in the shade Incandescent. In the previous project, I had it in for 50 uses. That was a project last year. And for this year, the goal is to hit pan. I thought I was close at the end, at the last update, and 5 more uses, and I did hit pan on this highlighter. So I was really excited about that. I continued to use it through the month, though, just to expand the pan. But I'm really excited about that. So this one will be rolling out. It will probably come back in a project later in the year with the goal to hit side pan. But I was really excited about this. So that one will be rolling out. Yay! That's one of my rolling outs. All right, another item that's been in here since the very beginning was for the movie The Lady from Shanghai, and she was really a nasty, duplicitous character. So I brought in something from Too Faced because she was two-faced. This is the Ethereal setting powder. I really love this powder. It's really, really nice. Does the job. And I had it in here with the goal of using 3 grams. Starting weight was 89.56. And yesterday when I weighed it, it was 85.5. So I've actually used up 3.99 grams. And I'm pretty sure I used at least 0.01 grams today. That would make it 4 grams in the course of the project. So I'm actually kind of getting down. I mean, I've got a ways to go, but I'm certainly a lot closer to an empty than I was before this project. So that one will also be rolling out. All right, the next one was for the movie The Maltese Falcon, which is the quintessential film noir with Humphrey Bogart and Sidney Greenstreet and Peter Lorre. And for that one, I was using the prompt A Hidden Gem, and that was this Frankenblush, which I actually dropped and broke the container. So really pretty, peachy pink. It's got a nice dip in it now. It was in for 25 uses. It's really good for pale skin tones. It's really pretty. So I met my 25 use goal on that one, and it is rolling out as well. All right, so one that is not rolling out is one for the movie Angels with Dirty Faces. This was one with Jimmy Cagney as a gangster whose childhood best friend, who is now a priest, is trying to lead him down the road to redemption. So for Angels with Dirty Faces, I brought in a face wash. This is the Tula Skincare Cult Classic Purifying Face Cleanser. It's a mouthful. I brought it in at this mark, and I am down to this mark. So making good progress. It really doesn't take a lot. A lot of this up here was bubble. I was surprised that I had made so much progress this month, but I do find it rather drying. So we'll have to see how this works out if I buy any more. But yeah, so this one will be staying in probably 1, 2, 3. It'll probably be the end of the summer, maybe, before that one actually rolls out. All right, the next one was for Devil in a Blue Dress. This was a 1995 movie with Denzel Washington. And the character that he played was Ezekiel Rollins, who went by the name Easy. So it was, for that one, I'm using the prompt something easy to pan. And for me, that was sunscreen. And this was a sunscreen that just had a little bit left in it. So it really was easy to pan. So this one is completely empty. It's an airless pump, so I can't get any more out of there. So that movie will also be rolling out. So I have 4 rollouts. Okay, so the next product is, let's see, that one was already, Nightmare Alley. This one has been in since the beginning and will probably be in still at the end of the year, but we're going to keep working on this. For Nightmare Alley, I was using the prompt poison because in the movie, the protagonist accidentally poisons somebody. So I chose the Urban Decay lip pencil in the shade Venom because that's a kind of poison. I love this color. This is the color that I'm wearing. It is a brick berry shade. I don't know how else to describe it. I love this shade. But it came in at 12.1 centimeters and it is down to 10.8 centimeters. So slow but steady progress. So there you go. All right, let's see. Casablanca. The prompt for that one was something from a French brand. And for that one, I'm using the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. I really like this. I have made a lot of progress though. This is where we were last month and now I'm down to here. And this is with 14 uses this month. I was working on some other things and had some days when I worked in the yard and didn't wear makeup. But I am thoroughly expecting that this one will be an empty by next month. So that'll be productive. That'll be another foundation out of my collection this year. And right on time for the spring, when I start wearing less full coverage and more lighter coverage in the South Carolina heat and humidity. All right, so I've got a bunch of stuff rolling out, but I'm only going to roll in 2 more because I'm going to keep the number of products right at 5. There's another project coming up in May that is based on the Sherlock Holmes stories. So go to Pantastic Ladies and look up the project Pan Me a Story, Watson, and you can join in with that project. But that starts in May, so I want to make sure that I'm not overloading with other projects. So I'm rolling 4 out. I have 3 that are staying. I'm going to roll in 2 more to give me a total of 5 in this project. The first one that I'm going to roll in is for the movie $1 Million Weekend. This was made in 1948. And in this movie, the protagonist has embezzled $1 million and he is running off to Hong Kong. He's running away. Well, on the plane, he meets this woman who is also kind of running, but she's being blackmailed by someone who is convinced that he can get her in trouble for murdering her husband. Now, her husband fell off the balcony, but he was threatening to tell everybody that she pushed him. So they, through a series of events, they ended up kind of finding their way to do the right thing in each of their circumstances, fell in love, and but they were going to both have to go home and make things right. But they had promised that if everything worked out, they would meet back in Hawaii in 1 year. And at the end of the movie, he is standing on the beach waiting and waiting, and about the time that he is ready to give up, she comes running down the beach and falls into his arms, and they live happily ever after, I guess. So for $1 Million Weekend, I was thinking of something tropical, something that reminded me of Hawaii beaches. And for that, I am rolling in the Becca highlighter in the shade Rose Quartz, because it has this beautiful embossing of these hibiscus flowers on it. And I grew up in South Georgia, North Florida area, and hibiscus reminds me of the beaches and home and hot weather, tropical, subtropical kind of places. So I am going to roll this one in. I'm rolling it in for 50 uses, so it will be here next month too. But that is for the movie $1 Million Weekend. All right, the last thing I'm rolling in is for the movie called Gilda. And that was a 1947 movie with Glenn Ford and Rita Hayworth. Now, Rita Hayworth had the most amazing hair to start with. Not Veronica Lake hair, but she had beautiful hair. So I'm going to be rolling in a hair product. But the first time you see her in this movie, okay, so in this movie, Glenn Ford is basically, he's a gambler, and he is in an alley about to be beat to death for getting caught cheating. He gets rescued by this gentleman who owns a casino, and this is in Argentina, so there's this subplot about Nazi fugitives. But the main story is Glenn Ford becomes this guy's head of security at his casino, because who better to keep the place safe than somebody who's really good at cheating? I mean, he's going to be the one that can spot card cheats and, whoever. So everything's going well. Boss man goes away for a few weeks, comes back married. And he wants to introduce head of security to the new wife. Well, the new wife's name is Gilda, and Gilda is played by Rita Hayworth. Gilda is a gold digger. She has married this man for his money. She is going to spend every bit of it and have a good time. Also turns out that she and Glenn Ford's character were an item, and she is still mad about the fact that he left her. So there is all this tension between the two of them, and just a lot of different things kind of go on. That has this very, very tense relationship between the two of them. But the first time we see her in the movie, the boss of the casino, the owner of the casino, is bringing Glenn Ford up to meet her. And we kind of see her from behind, and she's leaned over and she's brushing her hair forward, fluffing up the curls. And the first time you see her face, she's just kind of flipped her hair back, and it's just this perfect old Hollywood still shot. But I will post, there's a great clip of a song that she sings, because she is just such a wild child in this movie. But I'll try to post that clip of the cabaret song that she sings down below. If it's not there, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try to put it down there. Anyway, for the movie Gilda, I'm rolling in a hair product because, like I said, it's all about Rita Hayworth's hair. I am rolling in this product by Joico called Defy Damage Protective Shield. This is a heat protectant. I am pretty diligent about using heat protectant so I don't scorch my white hair. I hope I'm using this stuff right, because there is white print on silver labels, and it's all about, you would have to have an electron microscope to read this. So they're not thinking about these labels are just ridiculous. It is down to here, and my goal is to finish it. So, and like I said, I'm very diligent about using heat protectant with my hair. All right, so that is the whole update for Movie Madness for April 1. Let me know how you're doing. Can't wait to hear about other people's movies, hear the stories. You guys know that I love the stories. It's all about the stories for me. So, okay, well, y'all have a good day and come back. Bye.